Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to stand up. Feet shoulder width apart. All you're going to do is you're going to take your hands on your ribs. So if you were to take one hand on your sternum, one hand over your belly button, and split the difference, this is where I want your hands. All you're going to do is you're going to bend to the right and bend to the left. We're doing this 5 times each side. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 5. Now we're doing front and back. So we're just going to go front, opening up the front, closing the front. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. All right, now let's make some circles. So you're taking your ribs and you're moving them around very gently. So you're only using about 30% of your effort. Okay, so all these movements today, guys, I want you to be really mindful of the quality of the movement. All right, let's go the other direction. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to massage. So you're going to massage over the center, a little bit above, a little bit below, a little bit on the sides. Let's get the kidneys. So it's like you'd be at a microphone. Massaging through there. And then we're going to tap it. So this is the roots. This is where our body draws in energy. It's where our body cleans the blood with the kidneys on the back side. Take the backs of your hands. Okay, now just stop. Put your hands down by your sides. Close your eyes and just pay attention to what you feel. Breathe in, breathe out. Notice what you feel. Breathe in, breathe out one more time. Nice and easy. Notice what you feel. Okay, now we're going to do the hips. So let's take our hands on our hips and we're going to go side to side. Side to side. Side to side. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Okay, let's do forward and back. So you're just going forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Nice and easy. Now let's do some circles. Nice and easy circles. Remember, if you feel any pain or discomfort, I want you to slow it down, or I want you to smooth it out, or I want you to modify that movement so that it feels more comfortable for you. Okay, so while you're moving, feel the sensations. Go the other direction, please. Nice and easy. Notice how the movement of the hips also translates all the way through the feet. So start to pay attention to the interconnectedness of the whole body. Okay, let's massage. Scrub, 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 scrub. Scrub a little bit on the hips. And definitely get in the creases. The creases are so very, very important because this is where we get all that stagnation from sitting too much. Okay? You're stroking through the creases to really warm up that tissue in the sacrum. Get everything really, really smoothed out and warmed up. Let's tap it. And take your strike through the center area. Okay, now stop that. Close your eyes. Let's breathe and tune in. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice and slow. Notice what you feel. Breathe in, breathe out. Notice what you feel. Okay, so let's move our attention into our knees. So we're going to pump the knees forward and back. You can place your hands on your knees if you like, just to feel and support the stability of the knees. So we're pumping, and as we pump, we're working on warming up these quads, a little bit of the hamstrings, a little bit of the glutes. Nice and easy. Forward and back. Forward and back. Okay, so from here, we're just going to take our shoulders and we're going to go, as we bend our knees, we're just twisting from side to side. Side to side. So you'll notice I put my hands on my shoulders and then I just bend the knees while I'm twisting from side to side. And that helps to create a little bit of a shearing action within the knee joint. Okay, the knees are one of the most injured areas of the body because of tension that we hold in the hips and also in our feet. Okay, let's massage. You can do one at a time if you like. Let's massage into those knees. One at a time, that's fine. A little above, a little below. Smack it out. Switch sides. Stroking through. Little above, little below. Make sure you're getting into all those little creases. Smack it out. Okay, pause that. Go ahead and tune in. See how that feels. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Exhale slow. Breathe in. Exhale slow. Okay, guys. So from here, we're going to go ahead and come down onto the ground into a prone position, please. So lay on your stomachs. From this prone position, let me back up just a tiny bit. What we're going to do is we're just going to gently lift by pressing up onto our elbows and slowly lower down. And then you're going to curl your toes under and lift your pelvis into the air. So you notice how normally when we do our rocking on our back. This time we're doing a little bit of rocking for the front. We're just massaging our abdominal area. And what you can do is you can practice looking right and practice looking left and notice how that changes the sensation under your abdomen. Okay, we can also roll a little bit from right to left. So I'm rolling onto the front side of my right rib cage and then I'm rolling onto the front side of the left rib cage. So notice how that feels. Nice and easy. Okay, let's go ahead and lower our head down onto our hands and just take 3 nice diaphragmatic breaths. Just breathe in and breathe out, taking your attention inside the body. Imagining your internal organs beautiful, vibrant, healthy, and strong. One more time, breathe in, breathe out. What's nice about breathing from this position, guys, and you can take another breath while you're listening, but you can focus on breathing and pressing through the backside, almost like a barrel, breathing 360 degrees. Diaphragmatic breathing isn't just pushing out the belly every time. It's also feeling and exploring sensations 360 degrees around, so all the way in through the backside. Okay, so now we're going to get into some shoulder mobilization. So we're going to do Y's, T's, and A's. So we're going to start with our arms in a Y position. Your thumbs are facing the ceiling. You're going to squeeze through the glutes, and you're going to focus your attention on drawing the scapula back first. You're tucking your butt underneath, You're contracting through the shoulder blades and lifting the arms up off the ground for 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and then slowly lower it down. Okay, relax all the tension, soften, rock those hips from side to side. Okay, and then when you're ready, let's go ahead and try again. So squeeze the glutes, draw your attention into those scapula bones, those shoulder blade bones, and draw them back along your rib cage while maintaining the tension in your abdominal area. So you want to support that spine by drawing your belly button towards your spine and also squeezing through the glutes. 3, 2, 1, lower down. Nice and easy. Rock it out. Nice and easy, nice and controlled. Okay, one more time. Let's go ahead. Squeeze the glutes. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Squeeze through the scapula, lifting up into the air. So this is really important for that scapulothoracic movement. That's the movement of the scapula along the rib cage. We want that movement to be on point because that's what decreases the chance that you're going to injure your shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Let's lower that down. Shake it out one last time. Really, really nice job. From here, let's go ahead and take our hands down by the sides of our ribs. We're going to curl our toes underneath. Squeeze our heels together. Press yourself into a tabletop position or a knee-hand crawl position. So squeezing through the glutes, squeezing through the abdominals, press yourself up. From here, let's start to mobilize our wrists just a little bit this morning by shifting our body weight forward and back. So I want you to spread those fingers wide and just notice the sensations throughout your whole body. If your body doesn't feel pain this morning, that's a reason to celebrate. If your body does feel pain this morning, that's also a reason to celebrate because our bodies have the ability to let us know when something's not right. So either way, you're either excited and giving thanks for the fact that you feel good, or you're giving thanks for the fact that your body lets you know when something needs to change or be modified. Okay? So from the forward and back, let's also do circles. And again, you're focusing on distributing the weight throughout the whole hand, not just the wrists. Really imagine pressing into the ground. Nice and easy. We need to be able to support our body weight through our hands. And that's very important. Okay, from here, let's bring our knees forward a little bit, drop our weight back over our heels and flip those wrists over. So now you're putting some pressure into the backside and you're just going to gently roll yourself or bring your body weight forward and back, putting a little bit of pressure into the back sides of those wrists. You can change the position of your wrist. Notice how that changes things. Feel free to add some finger movements. If something twinges or doesn't feel right, back off. Back off the pressure. Slow it down. Smooth it out. Change the position. You can even add a wave through the spine. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to gently do some nice gentle circles through the wrist. Doesn't matter how you're doing it. The idea is to mobilize the wrist and to start to bring some gentle pressure into the different angles, different directions of our connective tissues, challenging the joints in different ways. Okay, let's go ahead and lower ourselves back into our prone position, please. This time what we're going to do is we're going to add a little reach behind. So you're going to hike one hip up by bringing one knee closer to your armpit. And you're just going to gently reach behind. And that's it. Lower back down, straighten out the legs, switch sides. So I hike up one hip and I reach behind. And then bring it right back. See if you can incorporate the breath work. Hike the hip up, reach behind. You know, make it as artistic as you like, you know. You can bring that leg up and perhaps spread the fingers wide and make it all dramatic. And this is just exploring the sensations of our tissues. You can make sure you're bringing some attention into your toes. Sweep that arm back. One more time the other side. Nice and beautiful rotations through the spine. All of these movements are massaging our internal organs. Okay, so now we did Y's. Now we're going to do T's. So your arms are coming directly out to the side. Okay. See, can you see me? Here we go. So from this position, again, squeeze the glutes. You're tucking your butt underneath, drawing your belly button towards your spine, and then you're drawing your scapula down and together first. You want to create stability there and then move through the shoulders. So you can either A, hold yourself into this position, or you can pulse through. And we're holding for 5 seconds. So 3, 2, and 1, lower down. Okay, soften it out, relax it out. Let your arms relax. You can even change positions a little bit. Shake out those arms. Make sure it feels nice and loose. Let's get it again. So squeeze those glutes. Draw the belly button towards the spine. You can extend through the spine and then draw your shoulders back. 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly come out. Okay, shake it out. Breathe deeply and expansively the whole time, guys. Remember, the breath work is so critical. With every movement that we do today, we want to make sure we're focusing on the breath. Okay, one more time. Squeeze through the glutes. Draw the belly button towards the spine. Squeeze the scapula together. Squeeze that space in between the scapula. Let's see if I can. There we go. Trying to get in the center of my screen here. Slowly lower yourself right back down. Okay, guys. Hands down by the ribs. Tuck those toes under. Knee hand crawl position, please. This time we're going to focus a little bit more on our spine for our mobilization. So let's start with a little cat-cow action. So you're dropping your sternum towards the ground and then arching through the back. Nice and easy, feeling the movement throughout the whole spine. See if you can let go of tension as you move. Okay? We can add a little bit of forward and back movement to this action. So just adding some nice, beautiful stretching and mobilization all together. Just feel that nice stretch through the whole spine. You can add a little side-to-side motion with those hips. You can even make a little bit more of a jump rope action with your whole spine, lifting it up, just letting go of any tension that you feel. Forward and back. Forward and back. Nice and easy, nice and smooth. Let that spine be free. Really bring some nice gentle movements, and think about those micro movements, those little tiny movements. Not just the big movements, but the tiny movements. Nice and easy. Okay, guys, last time down on our stomachs, please. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to do the same reach pattern. We're just going to roll all the way onto our backside. So we're going to hike the knee up, reach behind, roll all the way onto our backside. From here, you can either roll right back onto your front side, or you can do a complete roll all the way over. Choice is yours. Okay, so again, hike the knee up, reach behind, roll onto your back, let go of tension completely, and then either reaching with the leg or the arm, get yourself right back onto your stomach. Make it nice and smooth, okay? Hike the hip, reach the arm, nice and smooth. Let out that tension. When you get onto your back, soften your body. Let yourself relax. Reach, roll. Feel the sensations as you go. Hike, reach, roll. Reach, roll. Hike, reach, roll. Add a smile on your face. Notice how that makes you feel. Okay? Reach, roll. Okay. All right, so from here, guys, last scapular retraction exercise, we're going to do A's. So we're going to keep our hands down by our sides. And again, squeeze through the glutes, draw the belly button towards the spine, and you're going to retract those scapula back. And this time what we're going to do is we're going to leave our palms towards the ceiling. And we're just going to lift up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then slowly let go. Relax it out. Okay? So squeeze the glutes, draw the belly button towards the spine, retract those scapula, nice and strong the whole time, reaching with the palms towards the ceiling. You can play around with reaching at different heights, but I want you to focus on the sensation of the scapula moving on the rib cage. And then lower down, relax it out. Breathe deeply and expansively, 360 degrees around your rib cage. Okay, one last time. Squeeze, draw the belly button, retract, lift. Hold this position, but make sure that you're breathing while we're in this position. And then slowly lower yourself down. Okay, guys, hands come back by the ribs, back into our knee hand crawl position, please. From here, all you're going to do from this knee hand crawl position is you're going to straighten one leg out, and you're just going to gently pulse through the calf muscle. So while your leg is straight, I want you to pay attention to the contraction of the posterior hip here. You can lift the leg off the ground a couple times just to make sure the posterior chain is active through the glute. And you're just spreading those toes and putting some pressure through that foot, that back foot. Let's switch sides. So again, you're stepping back, you're contracting through the glute, maintaining a nice, powerful neutral spine. And just notice what the body feels like in this position. We're often in a seated position throughout our day. And so this action right here of extending through the posterior hip and doing some nice dorsiflexion with our ankle is going to help to offset some of that sitting dynamic, sitting effect. Switch sides. Nice and easy. Just notice how that feels. Contract through that posterior hip. You know, lifting the leg up off the ground or lifting the foot up into the air. This helps you to accentuate that contraction, but you can also just hold an isometric contraction right here. Lower down, nice and controlled. It's all about control. Imagine somebody's trying to push you over from this position. Switch sides. Last time. Drawing the belly button towards the spine, making sure that you're feeling nice and stable through the core while you extend through the posterior hip. Okay. Real easy. So from here, guys, let's move ourselves into a deep squat. So you're just going to bring both legs underneath you, sit back through the heels. Now, if this is uncomfortable, you can put something underneath your heels, a bolster or a pillow. You can also just come up onto the balls of your feet. From here, we're going to do a deep squat lunge transition. So from our deep squat, you can either put your hands on the ground for support or leave them out of it. And all you're going to do is, using your hip muscles, you're going to step back into a lunge and then draw the foot back under you, back into squat. Switch sides. So I'm pressing up, reaching back, coming back, and down. So I can go to the front and come back. But any place I step, I want it to be nice and smooth and controlled. Okay? The other thing I want you to focus on is trying to maintain a neutral spine while you step out. Doesn't matter what direction you step out, we're just going in between lunge and squat. So notice how that feels. You can even pulse into the bottom of it a little bit as long as that's comfortable for you, because the bounce helps to cultivate the elasticity aspect. Okay, so again, get yourself ready. Lunge. You can make sure your spine is neutral, add a little bit of rotation, a little bit of cervical rotation, looking around. Nice and easy. Okay, so from here, go into your lunge position, and what we're going to do is we're going to practice just rolling from a lunge position. So I'm going to change my body position so you can see. I'm straightening my toes, and all I'm going to do is lower myself towards the ground with control. And then I'm going to switch sides. So what you're going to notice is there's a stretch on the lateral and anterior portion of your hip. So I'm in a lunge position, and the emphasis is the sensation of what's happening in that posterior leg. I'm stretching, not just through the hip, but that stretch also goes up into the lateral rib cage here. And then switch. Just notice how that feels. Give yourself a beautiful stretch, but control the movement. Nice and easy. Well, we're going to get these hips strong and powerful. Hope you don't mind. You can add any movements to the process that you want. Make it smooth. You can add a little bit of speed to this movement, but I would encourage you to just make sure it's smooth. Okay. From here, we're going to, from our butts, get into an inverted crawl and mobilize our hips a little bit. So you're just going to press your caboose up off the ground, and you're going to drop your knee towards the inside and the outside. Switch sides. So you're just mobilizing the hip, focusing on the sensations inside the hip joint itself. Okay? You want to make sure you're not sinking in between your shoulders. You want to press through your supporting arms. Okay? You can really add movement here. You can bring your body weight forward and back. But remember, keep it comfortable for you. You want to make it even more challenging, come up to the deep squat, and you can also do it from this position. If you take the arms out of it, you're going to add another layer. Strengthening those ankles, mobilizing those hips. Make sure that you guys are breathing as you go. Add little movements that make it work for you. A combination, forward, forward, and back. Okay guys, back into our deep squat, please. So from our deep squat, it should feel a little bit easier already to get into this deep squat position. So you should be able to sit in your deep squat relatively comfortably. Should be able to keep those arms out of it. A lot of times we got to kind of bring body weight forward. Let's get into our squat lunge transition. So again, lift your caboose up just a little bit. Slowly step back with control. Lower the knee to the ground. Breathing throughout the whole time, throughout the whole process. Hinge. Put the weight into the front leg as you bring your foot back. Squat down. Switch sides. So again, you lift your caboose up, put all your weight into that front leg, reach back with the other one. You'll notice that you can add, a nice gentle psoas hip flexor stretch on that back leg if you like. Put all that weight into the front leg. Slowly with control, bring the front leg forward. This is all about quality of motion. Okay? Reach back. Nice and strong the whole time. Nice and strong. Spread those toes wide. Imagine somebody's trying to push you over. How would you hold yourself to prevent being moved? You can go to town on this one if you like. You can bring your feet with your squat closer together, further apart. Choice is yours. Okay, so from here, our lunge rolling. So we're bringing one leg back, so we're in a nice lunge, and we're just going to gently roll through the hip. For me, I'm focusing on the ground, massaging my hip as I roll. I'm going to switch sides. So I can lower my hip down, and I'm just going to massage my hip in that stretched position. And then I'm going to press myself right back in to this knee hand crawl position. So one leg back, one leg forward. Add whatever you like to make this movement extra awesome for you. So many little details that we can focus on when we practice movement. So many little things to add. Almost done. 10 seconds left. Maybe one more time. Rolling through. Nice and strong. Okay, so from here back into our inverted crawl position, let's go ahead and mobilize those hips. Internal and external rotation. And you can also leave your caboose on the ground for this one, guys. You can practice going from side to side, moving through our side sit position. Breathe deeply and expansively. Let go of unnecessary tension in your abdomen. Focus on flow. Well, you can focus on whatever you want. Or you can take my suggestions and run an experiment with that too. Focus on flow. Focus on softening the body so that your movement becomes efficient. Try a little smile. Notice what that does to your movement, the quality of your movement. Remember, if you feel any discomfort, that might be a sign that you need to first celebrate and then modify what you're doing so that it doesn't feel so uncomfortable. Okay, and add some gentle massage while you're doing these movements. You know, sometimes when we're in the gym, we're focusing on like one thing at a time. But the more you focus your attention on different movements throughout a movement pattern, the more you're stimulating your mind. So then your mind gets a little workout too. Start to take your attention into, oh, my little toe, I'm going to squeeze that, massage that. Try that on the other side. Okay? Okay, guys, last session or last set of deep squat lunge transitions. So from here, this is where I want you to just add whatever you like. So if you want to add a little bit of a stand up, step back, lunge, reach for the ground, just make sure that this set has lunges and it has squat. However you get there, that's your business. Move in and out of this pattern. Make sure that you feel strong. Play around with that idea of somebody trying to push you over from any one of your positions. And just notice how that makes you feel. Practice looking around through your environment. Practice holding yourself in a powerful position. Notice what that does to the movement. When you start thinking about power position, a position of power, like if you wanted to look powerful, what would that look like? What would that feel like? What position would you get yourself into? Would you be curled forward, or would you have the chest open? Not ribs flared, but chest open, chin back, spine long. Play around with this pattern. It doesn't just have to be a straight up squat and lunge. You can play around with the stretch aspect of it as well. Opening up the inner thigh, whatever you like. Okay, last set, lunge rolling. So go ahead, bring one leg back, roll. This time if you want, see if you can add a little bit of speed to it. So roll. Make sure it works for you though. Bring your body around in different positions. Slow it down. Speed it up. Maybe you want to get a little bit upright. Lower down. Perhaps you want to bring yourself even lower to the ground. Have some fun with it. Make it nice and smooth the whole time. You know, so we got this lunge stretch thing happening, but we also have a lot going on in other places of the body. Tune in. What's going on in there? Slow it down. Make sure your breathing is really, really deep. Really strong. Throw some gratitude into that movement. Like, wow, this feels really good. Or, wow, I can really feel this part of my body. Don't wait to stub your toe on the bedpost before you think about your toe. You know what I'm saying? Okay. From here, back into our inverted crawl one last time. So from our inverted crawl, we're just going to shift those knees from side to side and add a reach. Bring them over, breathe, reach. Take the arms out of it, reach. Reach. Have some fun, smile. Perhaps even add a get up. Lower down. With control. Switch, press, get up. Lower down. So many ways to have fun with your movement practice. I give you these baseline suggestions on what to do, and then make it yours. So we're adding these hip mobilizations, or using these hip mobilizations. We're breathing as we go. Feeling strong from the feet all the way up. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and come to a standing position, please. We're going to do something called Good Morning Power Pose. All right, so feet shoulder width apart. You're going to press through the crown of your head, creating a nice long neutral spine. And you're going to hinge at the hips for a good morning stretch. From here, you're going to take your pinkies together, and as we stand up, our arms are going to be out to the side, and we're going to extend through the spine. This is our power pose. Lower down, good morning. Pinkies come together, press through the glutes. Elongate, pressing through the crown of the head as you come into that powerful position at the top. So you're opening up, you draw your scapula together along the back, you're extending through the spine, opening the chest, and lower down. Nice and strong. Good morning power pose. Imagine you're outside on a beautiful hot summer day, and you're taking in the rays of the sun, the energy from the sun through the center of your body. And then as you hinge forward at the hips, you're activating those powerful glutes. Power pose. Nice and strong the whole time. 10 more seconds. Strong and powerful the whole time. Breathe deeply and expansively as you go. Okay, from here, we're going to do a step over, duck under transition. So we're going to imagine there's an obstacle at whatever height is acceptable to you. I'm going to step over that obstacle, and then I'm going to duck underneath it. Okay, so I step over, and I can go underneath it. Step over, go underneath it. Okay, so nice and controlled. You know, sometimes when we're going to step on something, we don't know if it's going to be slippery. So you want to make sure you're stable through that supporting leg. Oh, this is safe. Now I'm going to put my weight into this leg and bring this one up and over. Then I want to go underneath the obstacle. I can bring my arms down to the ground, reach with the foot, and come over. Okay, step over, under. Perhaps I go under twice. Whatever I like. Maybe I want to add some hand motions as I go. Maybe a little bob with the knees. Make it fun, whatever you like. I know you dancers out there probably got some good moves going on. Hey! Maybe you got your own little music going on while you're doing this, I don't know. Okay. Our next movement is going to be a step back with a rotational reach. So we're going to step back into a lunge position here, and with a neutral spine, we're going to reach back our hand. From here, I'm going to hinge at the hips and come back to my standing position. Now let's do the other side. Step back, rotate and reach, come back, hinge, standing position. Hinge, drop back, bring the spine upright, reach. Bring the hand back, hinge, press through the glutes, come back to standing, okay? So step back, body goes upright, reach. Bring the body back, hinge, stand up, switch. Nice and strong the whole time. Hinge, press up. Nice and strong the whole time. Feel the position that you're in. Feel the back toes really pressing into the ground. Spread wide the toes on the front as well. Reach. Feel that balance and control. Imagine through that rotated position, somebody's trying to knock you over. Okay, so as I reach, what would happen if I challenge my own position here? You really want to see that your body is able to adapt to whatever happens. Come up. One last time. All right, guys. Good morning power pose. Let's get it. So again, we're going to hinge forward at the hips. We're going to bring our pinkies together. Open up through the chest. Elongate through the spine by pressing through the crown of the head. So we're distributing the extension throughout the whole spine. Not just one point. The whole spine gets that extension. You can play around with adding a little bit of spinal wave to this movement if you like. Come down into your forward position. Strong and powerful as you come up. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy and thankful. And my body feels good today. So thankful I can breathe. So thankful that my body's healing behind the scenes without even consciously thinking about it. But if I do think about it, I can help my body heal itself even more productively. So we're just going from a hinged hip, good morning, powerful opening of the chest. Make it work for you guys. Swing those arms a little bit. Beautiful. Okay, one more set of our step over, duck under. Step over. Oh, I got a little fuzzy there for a minute on my screen. Add a little bit of mobility through the spine. Step, go, stand up, step over, step over, step over, step over, whatever you like. Add some arm movements or keep the arms out of it. Choice is yours. Add whatever little movements you need to keep the body nourished. You don't have to do, step, step. until we kill ourselves, we can give our body an opportunity to tell us what else it needs while we give it the movement nutrition. Give your body what it needs. Add some movement to your process. 15 more seconds. Okay guys, step back, lunge with a reach. This time we're going to reach back both sides. So I can reach this way, and I can also reach the other way. Hinge, press step back up to standing, switch sides. So I lunge back, reach, center, reach. Okay, nice and strong the whole time. Oh, somebody's going to try to push me? I don't think so. Hinge, press up, hinge, step back. Reach, reach, hinge, switch sides, reach, reach. Try giving some thanks, especially if you start to feel some weird twinge. Modify your movement if you do, but also try giving thanks. Get your head in the right place. Get your head in the game of healing. Okay. Step back, reach, reach, hinge, press up, step back, reach, reach, hinge, press up. 2 more times. Nice and strong. Feel the sensation of control. Reach. Reach. Hinge, press. Last time. Lunge. Reach. And reach. Okay, guys. From here, let's go ahead and add some spinal waves to our movement practice this morning. So from a nice standing position, you're going to bend your knees first, then bring your pelvis forward, then the ribs, then the chest, then the chin, and then start it all over again. Nice wave through the whole body, softening any tension. Now I can also shift my body a little bit to the side. So next time you guys find yourself in the club, you know you got to use this move. Or maybe you don't. Actually, don't do that. The idea is to soften and let go of tension. Let's see if we can back up just a tiny bit here. Okay. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to bring our arms out to the side, opening up the chest. We're going to hinge forward at the waist, and we're going to round through the back. Forward fold. Now from our forward fold position, you're going to press your hands on the inside of your thighs, and you're going to contract the shoulder muscles on the back side, spreading your shoulder blades wide from the spine. And then come up to a nice standing position, stroking through the insides of your legs, and then bring your hands to the outside. Okay? From here, hinging forward at the waist, hip hinge, so like deadlift, lower down, round through the back. Give yourself a nice, beautiful stretch on the back side of the body. And again, same thing. Press on the insides of the leg, opening up the back side and coming to a nice, strong, powerful mountain pose. Okay? One last time, hinging forward at the waist, lowering yourself down, Stroking perhaps down through the back sides of the legs. Whoa. Give yourself a beautiful stretch on the back side. Perhaps alternate bending one knee at a time. Okay, hands come down to the ground. Let's lay on our stomachs, please. From our stomachs, we're going to do a nice gentle pec stretch. So your arm is going to be bent, one arm straight. What you're going to do is you're going to draw your scapula back and you're going to reach through both legs, but one leg is going to reach behind. You'll figure it out. We're focusing on stretching through the front of the chest. But both legs, you'll notice that I'm pointing both the toes on both legs. Both legs are active. And then come back to center, switch sides. So, one arm bent, one arm straight, point the toes, reach behind. I'm going to activate through the posterior shoulder and really point through those toes. As you point through the toes, this will distribute the load throughout the body and helps keep that spine safe. Okay, switch sides. One more time each side, please. Point through the toes, reach, touch. And one more time the other side. Reach through those toes, guys. Notice how good that feels. When you reach through those toes, you can even kind of take the legs off the ground. All right, roll onto your back sides, please. Hands can be down by your sides. Inhale, exhale. Place the hands on the abdomen if you like. Just quiet the mind. Turn your attention inside. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Notice how it feels if you bring into mind something that you're thankful for this morning. You can gently rock your head from side to side. We can add a little bit of movement to this active release by taking our arms out to the side and reaching one leg across the body. Just giving your posterior hip a gentle stretch. Switch sides. By bending that top leg. One more time, each side. Just reach that leg across. Bend and straighten that leg. Reach. Two more breath cycles on your own, please, guys, as we wrap up this movement session today. Let your mind ride the breath. Imagine your body, your mind, your spirit, all synchronized, harmonized, powerful, vital, adaptable, ready to face the day, ready to actualize the greatest potential that you have in your being. Ready to learn the lessons from the pain and the different things that we go through in this life, ready to face the challenges of tomorrow, today, whenever they might happen, knowing that those challenges are going to produce a better version of ourselves. Giving thanks for the version that we are today. If you need to hang out here another couple minutes, guys, feel free. If you got a schedule to attend to, feel free. But if you can avoid looking at your phone for the next couple minutes, I would do that, you know. Add whatever little movements you need. Perhaps you need to set a timer and do another 5 minutes of freestyle movement. Let your body tell you, show you what it needs, what it wants. Hope you guys enjoyed this movement practice today. Of course, you know I did. I love the fact that you guys come here to move with me. Makes me feel really, really good to know that you guys keep coming back each week. And it just really motivates me a ton. So thank you so much. Hope you guys feel awesome, powerful, and strong. I hope that you carry with you a smile throughout your day today, an upright, buoyant, powerful posture as you go throughout your work day or whatever it is you're going to be doing today. You're so much welcome, Sarah. So welcome. You feel awesome, Janice? That's what I'm talking about. Club Daniel? Cindy, you're hilarious. You're welcome, Catherine. Yeah, call it whatever you want. As long as you guys keep showing up, I appreciate it. It's awesome. Stay strong, stay awesome, stay precious, because that's what you guys all are. So thank you again so much. Love for all of you. I'll see you guys next time.